With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Get up! 180! Get up! 180! Get up!
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Again, it's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, report! Report! 180! 180! That's it!
Jackson. Loose inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 60 yards. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
That's the score. Ravens 7, Buccaneers 0. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
180.
Mayfield now from the 50. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
20. What's that?
Now a give up the middle. This is White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
What's that?
Now Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
180. What's that?
And they'll run with Tucker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the Ravens' 28-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
Here's Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
Mayfield's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11.
King, king, king.
It's 3rd
King,
down.
king, king. Scott.
Throwing, Mayfield. Open man is Tucker. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Sean Tucker from 17 yards out. And the Bucs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Will set up for the 2-point
180.
conversion.
Regular, regular, regular. Scott.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. It's complete. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game.
6.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Henry up the middle. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A toss left, Henry.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They keep it with Henry on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Quick, ready?
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
180. 180.
Play action. Now Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
At the Buccaneers' 20-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
You change it. 13.
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart and not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it.
To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey. Go right here.
Now Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10.
To throw, Mayfield.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield looks to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught at the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Real. Stop.
Mayfield down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Good. 180. What's up?
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Alert, alert. 180. Regular. Watch out.
Mayfield. Ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr., and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
A one-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline. They drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the 1st down.
Hey, alert 33. Well,
they'll go up the middle with White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, alert. 1 sec. 180. Done.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
180. What's up?
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run wide side with Henry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Throwing is Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that work. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And his kick is indeed good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
Second down.
Here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 22 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Adafe Owe in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
180! Regular, regular, regular! Up, up! What's that?
Back to throw. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Hey, report!
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 48-yard line.
Report! 180! What is up?
Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase it or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Jackson options out left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
What is it?
And for Jackson, this may be a free play. They'll roll him out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
DC ready?
So after the penalty, they're back to where they started, 3rd and 10.
180! 180! What is it?
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
All right. 180. Face up. You change it.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Disaster there, a huge loss. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did